Hi, I'm Dr. Paul Jenkins, a child and family psychologist here to teach you how to teach kids the importance of self-control. We do a lot of positive parenting here on this channel, and today I'm going to share with you a 4-part formula for teaching kids one of the most effective principles. As a parent, you get to teach your kids a lot of different things. The importance of self-control is probably going to make a bigger difference for them than anything else that we could teach them, because eventually, as parents, we want to work ourselves out of a job so that our kids are making good decisions for themselves. They're practicing self-control. And it's important first for kids to understand that there are 2 kinds of control. So this is step 1. Teach that there are 2 kinds of control. There's self-control and there's others' control. Self-control is the kind of control that you exert over your own life, right? Others' control is when other people come in and try to control you. Help your kids to understand that there are those 2 kinds of control. And then that immediately leads us into step 2. After teaching the 2 kinds of control, we want to teach our kids that somebody has to be in control. Somebody has to be, or else there's no control. So who's it going to be? And there's a lineup for the control. I teach kids this as young as 4 or 5 years old, that they get to have first dibs on it. They get first crack at the control. And as you're talking to your kids, get down on their level. Okay, so if you've got a 10 or 11-year-old, you're going to approach them a little differently than if you've got a 4 or 5-year-old, and you'll approach them differently than you would a 14 or 15-year-old. But just approach them on their level and help them to understand the lineup. Here's what it looks like. First in line is you. You get first crack at it. Isn't that awesome? You get to be first in line for the control over your own life. Guess who's second? Your parents, right? Your parents, your mom, your dad, they get second shot at it. What that means is, if you're out of control, your parents are next in line to take control over your life. Guess who's third in line? Now this is where we get some interesting answers. Because sometimes kids or even adults will say, I don't know, friends maybe? Teachers? Teachers is closer than friends in terms of being accurate, but neither one is quite it. Friends have influence, but they don't have control. They don't have the power or the authority to take control over your life. So who's third in line? The state. Meaning the government, like the police or the courts or the law. All right? Now the police do have the power and the authority to take control over you if you're out of control and your parents can't get control. So how do you like that? As a professional psychologist, I've been in the unfortunate position to call the state and invite the state to come in and take control. Now, if you're a parent, hopefully this scares you a little. And I don't share it with you to scare you. I just want you to be clear about somebody's got to be in control. So while we're teaching our kids this principle, somebody has to be in control. The next thing that I want to do is be really clear about what my vote is. And here's how I might present it to a kid. Hey, you know who I think should be in control of your life? And usually at this point, kids are like, me? I'm like, yes, you! You are the very best person on the whole planet to be in control of your life. I vote you. And at this point, kids, if they're working with me, like if their parents have brought them in to see me or something, they'll be kind of like, really? Really? You think I should be in control of my life? Oh, yeah, absolutely. I think you are the very best person on the whole planet to be in control of your life. I vote you. And parents, you can share this with your kids. You put yourself in that position too. I vote for you. I think you're the very best person to be in control of your life. Now, we've already set it up that somebody has to be in control, right? And so if you're out of control, Guess who I'm going to vote for second to be in control of your life? Do you want to guess? You're right. It's your parents. Why? Because they love you. You know what? The state doesn't. The government does not love you. Not like your parents do. Look, if you're out of control, I hope your parents will step up and take control because they love you and they want good things for you. But remember, I'm still voting for you. I want you to be in control of your own life. I'm going to take you right into step 3 here in just a minute. But before I do that, if you enjoy the kind of content you're getting here on the channel and through this video, would you just take a moment to hit that subscribe button, and while you're at it, hit the notification bell too, so that you'll be notified anytime we have new content for you about positive parenting. Let's go to step 3. When we're teaching our kids self-control, we want to be a good example, obviously. And so we're going to acknowledge in step 3 that we personally are doing what we can to be in control of ourselves. So it might sound something just like that. Hey, you know what, buddy? I'm doing everything I can to be in control of me because I'm your parent. And if you're not in control of yourself, I want to be in control of myself so that I can step up and take care of any of the control that you need. We don't need the state to come in. We don't need the police or the courts to take over. We're going to handle it right here. So I'm going to do everything that I can to be in control of myself. I'm doing this because I love you too much to allow you to be out of control. If you're out of control, your life gets worse. So I want you to be in control. Remember, I vote you. I want you to be in control of your life. But if you can't, or if you don't, I'm going to be ready to do that. Okay, because I love you too much to just allow you to be out of control. Okay, now notice the phrasing that I use there. I love you too much to allow that. Think about it. As a parent, that's really where you're coming from, right? You don't want to be controlling. I still remember this kid that was sitting on my couch, 13 years old. He's got an attitude, his hat's on backwards, and he's just mad that his mom brought him in. And she's explaining everything that she's concerned about. I'm taking notes, right? I'm the psychologist that's working with his family. And then I turned to him and I said, what do you think the problem is? And he got this indignant look on his face and he pointed right at his mom and he said, she is trying to control my life. And I turned to Mom. I'm like, what's the deal? You're trying to control his life? She's like, no. Heavens no. I got plenty to do on my own. I want him to control his life so I don't have to. Right? Kids sometimes think we want to control their lives. We don't. So let's be right up front about that. Hey, I don't want to control your life. I think you're the best person on the whole planet to control your life. But I love you too much to allow that to be out of control, because I don't want to see you go to the state or get locked up or something. And so, because I love you, I'm going to keep myself in control so that I can step up and help you out if you need a little help with your own control. Does that sound good? Okay, now keep smiling, all right? Because when parents are smiling, kids are thinking. Keep that in mind. Now let's wrap this up with step 4, which is 3 powerful messages that you get to send your kids. And for me, this is the culmination of what positive parenting is all about. We don't control our kids. We have to step up and take appropriate control when they're out of control. But part of teaching control is to help your kids understand your position as a parent. And I capsulize it with these 3 messages. Message number 1, I love you. No matter what, and even if I love you unconditionally, you can never change that. There's nothing you could possibly do that would stop me from loving you. Powerful message as a parent. And that's an easy one, right? Because you do love your kids. Let's communicate it regularly. Okay, message number 2. If you have any questions, ask. I'm here for you. I've been around the block a few times. I know some stuff, and I'd be happy to answer. Now notice you're not cramming it down their throats. If you have any questions, ask. I'm here for you. I'm on your team. I'm your biggest fan. And then message number 3, good luck. I know this is one of the hardest ones for parents to say because you really want to get in there and micromanage and control sometimes because you love them so much. But really, the powerful, empowering message of good luck. It's an acknowledgement that, hey, things are going to be tough out there, but you've got this. Hey, I know there's going to be challenges, but you can learn from your mistakes. Good luck with this. And you're driving, by the way. But don't forget messages 1 and 2. I love you no matter what. And even if you have any questions, I'm here. Come ask me. Good luck. Hey, hopefully that gave you a few ideas about how to teach your kids about this important principle. We've got your back. You don't have to do this alone. Come over to our Positive Parenting Webclass. I think you're going to love this. drpauljenkins.com/parenting. We've got you. We're going to dive in deeper and help you find out a new way to approach your job as a parent.